The general debate of the national budget concluded last Friday in Parliament. Details from Sasha Ramsaran.
The 2015 national budget, which was presented in the National Assembly on August 10th by Honorable Minister of Finance Winston Jordan, has been met with heated parliamentary debates from the opposition side of the House, People's Progressive Party Civic, as the budget debating period progressed. The opposition PPC were absent during the reading of the budget and have recently turned up in Parliament. Leader of the opposition PPC, Mr. Barjagyu, took the opportunity to highlight claims relating to the increase in the total VAT collection according to the government's estimated budget.
Mr. Speaker, the cats and dogs approach and horses approach will not work. The minister who walks around and tells people, if you don't do this, I'll shut you down, etc. Mr. Speaker, too many people are suffering. We are prepared to work with the government to ensure that a properly conceived plan and a properly implemented plan is pursued. Mr. Speaker, to my surprise, after making all these claims to the electorate, the President had to hurriedly convene a meeting to discuss the crime situation because the minister is not delivering. So, Mr. Speaker, there are a large number of things that I want to ask the Honourable Member Jordan too. I want to ask him how come after promising the reduction in VAT, and we heard some fancy economics from one gentleman, one member of Parliament, who talked about the effective rate, etc. Well, this year, there are 2 billion increase in VAT collection over last year, after there was a promise by the minister and APNU to reduce the VAT rate. The VAT rate, the collection has gone up by $2 billion. You've taken $2 billion more out of people's pocket after you promised to reduce the rate. Mr. Speaker, I overdo. Mr. Speaker, the members on this side of the House, we want to work with the government. I've made it clear. We want to work with the government, but we're no pushover. We're not because we're in opposition, they would think that they will get a free rein in this country. You'll be watching the members on the other side carefully. And this budget can't move the private sector forward, does not change the circumstances in the country. It will never deliver the good life that the minister spoke about.
Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Carl Greenidge, subsequently took the floor in defence of his government's budget.
Quality and composition of the budget, Mr. Speaker, were a shock to the other side. The public that believed the PPP were were disappointed and surprised, pleasantly surprised, to view this budget. And in viewing the budget, the PPP now has to find itself creating and sowing confusion amongst the public. Listen to them. The PPP alleged that the budget is mainly fluff. The members on the other side, Mr. Rohi, sometimes. Are they? Thank you. They allege that the budget was mainly fluff. It was useless. It was discriminatory. Yet others asserted that it was incoherent. It was short on vision. It is this very budget which members on the other side also described, Mr. Speaker, as almost excellent. I see he's gone silent. Almost excellent. Even if too political, I'm not generalizing, I'm referring to a specific intervention. Okay, but a budget, Mr. Speaker, is supposed to be a political statement, and that is why I started off by mentioning that. A budget is a political statement. That is not a criticism of a budget to say that it's a political statement. So let us get that straight. However, on that same side, there were people who said that the budget was written by the PPP, plagiarized, stolen. And the self-styled pontiff, our self-styled pontiff, Mr. Edgehill, yesterday described it as a continuation of the PPP's plans and projects, microwaved by the APNU, and therefore it can't be fresh. The same party, two different messages. You are confused, my friends. Badly confused. Or as the Calypsonians say, you hear lie? That is lie. No. Mr. Speaker, with your permission, I'll take up the invitation to sing it afterwards. In the meantime, I could make available to my colleagues the Book of Lies by Mary Horrocks. They might find that more enticing for the moment.
The final address was delivered by Honorable Prime Minister of Guyana Moses Nagamootoo, who used his opportunity to rebut claims made by Mr. Jagdeo about the lack of security measures and crime-fighting strategies in the national budget.
The power in 30 months or 30 years, the result would still be the same when you go out there. And it is unbelievable that someone who came using the budget as a cover, because I watched, it took half an hour, Mr. Speaker, before he mentioned the word budget. And I also listened to him for 1 hour and 40 minutes. And I am grateful to you, Your Honor, that you had not interrupted him. You allowed him to speak, to bawl, to shout, to holler, to scream, to threaten. And he fell with his own weight, like a spent shell. He couldn't go any further. And he lectured all of us on security. Well, sir, I believe that old people say, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. We know that they thought very seriously about the crime situation. And so it is that leader of opposition when he was the president. He wanted to bring an American here named Bernard Kerik. And Mr. Bernard Kerik, he's in jail. And we know that they had someone named Roger Khan who claimed that he was fighting crime for the then government. And we know that Mr. Roger Khan is now in jail. And we know there were friends who came here ostensibly to help in other ways. Sonny Ramdale, he is in jail. And there is another man, they were talking about fetching gold out of the country in the past, but we are talking about people fetching millions of US dollars in jet that was being harbored at the Timehri airport. He's also in jail. And we know there are other friends like Ed Ahmad, and he's on his way to jail. So why are we being lectured about crime in Guyana when all the learned member has to show in crime fighting is an association with a number of people who are in jail?
It should be noted that after presenting their views on Budget 2015, the opposition PPPC exited the Parliament chambers. The budget debating period concluded on Friday, and the Assembly will consider the estimates put forward in Budget 2015 in the days to come. Sasha Ramsaran reporting for Channel 8 News.